Okay, so here's what we got so far. Got the exterior. The whole structure's pretty much done at this point. Sorry, little fruit fly. There will be another little interior wall here separating, because this is going to be bathroom, shower, toilet, and then in the back side here, laundry. So there'll be a little interior wall separating that. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting the wall in right now just because I want to leave things open so I can see inside more easily. But this is what we got. It looks a little bigger than it actually is, but still pretty spacious. On this bottom floor, we have 6'3" on the height. So I'm 6'2", so that'll be plenty of room for me to walk around in there. The upper level's a little shorter. I don't remember exactly. Let's see. It is... if I can get the right spot here. Roughly 5'2". So not quite standing up there, but this is going to be like bedroom and office space. So my bed is going to go lengthways right here with the headboard on this wall. And then I'll have a TV hung on this wall over there. And then this space will pretty much be open. Put some guard railing around this. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to fall down it. And I doubt Pup is going to be stupid enough to fall down it. Anyways, we might put a little rail around this little open spot where the stairwell comes through, but we'll see. And then over here in this corner is going to be my desk. So I have like the L-shaped desk along these two walls here. And then my monitors will be mounted on this wall here. And my PC will rest on the desk and it'll be fixed to this wall. So that way, you know, don't have to worry about anything tipping over. And then over here, I'm going to have a little access hatch to get out onto the roof so I can service the solar panels if I need to. That way I don't have to mount a ladder on the outside or something. But if you notice down here in the bottom, I think I said this last video, but this doorway into the bathroom was a little short, so I cut away this section here to make it, you know, as you step up onto this step here and go into the bathroom, you have this cutaway where you're not going to bump your head on the ceiling there. So since I had that cutaway there, and since I wanted an access hatch on the roof anyways, I went ahead and did that. So now this is a cutaway for here, and it's also functionally a step that you can step on to get out of the little, of course there's going to be a door on this, it's just open right now, but so you can step up here and get through the access hatch. And then, yeah, get out onto the roof for the solar, or whatever you need to be up there for. The solar up top, there's 2 layers of panels here. Whenever I'm parked, this top layer is going to be on a sliding rail, so it'll slide out. And then I'll have 8 panels here. So, yeah. Hangs off a little bit, so it's not going to be able to be fully extended while I'm driving or whatever, so it'll have to be on like a sliding rail. And then whenever I'm driving, it'll just be kind of overlapped on top of these. And yeah, we got another panel over here. Can pretty much only fit 1 on this section of the roof. I turned it 90 degrees and tried to fit 2, but it just hangs off way too much. It's not gonna happen. So, and then we have around the outside, we have a panel there, 2 more panels there, and 1 more panel there. These will all be on like little pneumatic, like whenever you open up your lift gate on the back of your car or whatever, if you have like an SUV, that the gate that opens up, it has like those little pneumatic or hydraulic things. What are they called? Actuators. So yeah, you just kind of lift this up and the little actuators will push it up. So this will flip out from the side of the house. Again, when I'm parked, whenever I'm driving, it'll be flat against the side of the house. But whenever I'm parked somewhere, this will flip up, and so that'll be more solar. So overall, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 panels. They're each 405 watt panels, so what's that? What did I say, 13? 13 times 405. So that's 5,200 watts. Not too bad. That'll definitely be more than enough for me. I'm probably not going to be running, too many things continuously all day or anything, so a bit 5.2-ish kilowatts, 5.25, constantly throughout the day. Efficiency losses, maybe a little less, maybe like 5 even, or 4,800, 4,900, something like that. But that's a lot of power. And of course, we're going to be storing it in batteries, so at night we can use it. And then we'll have a little generator running to keep the batteries topped off if we need it. But so yeah, this is the overall structure. And yeah, I probably already showed this last video, but we got the corner stairway. Wanted to make sure this little stairwell was not too steep, because I do like having my pup sleep on the floor beside my bed, and he likes sleeping beside my bed while I sleep. So I want him to be able to get up here to, and also whenever I'm at my desk, he's usually sleeping on the floor on my feet underneath my desk, so I don't want him to be trapped down here. And so yeah, the stairwell will let him the stairwell is sloped enough to let him get up there. That's why I didn't want to just do a straight stairwell up one wall, because it would have been too steep. So we got the corner stairwell there to make it a little more sloped for him. Down here along this back wall will be the couch, and then on this front wall will be a TV mounted on the wall there and a sound bar. And then in the corner here will be the kitchen, so the countertop will run all the way from the side of this step to that wall and then over this way. And then the refrigerator will be like right here, right beside the couch. So the couch, fridge, and then counter space, and then either on this back wall or on this side wall, there'll be a sink will be in the counter, but that'll leave plenty of counter space for me to like cut up food or prep food or whatever I need to do. And then also have my sink there. Up in here is probably going to be, like I said, I'm going to step through this doorway pretty much right into the shower. The toilet will probably be back in this back corner here. I haven't decided 100%, but that's probably what I'll go with. And then again, there'll be an interior wall in here separating this front half from the back half. Actually, most of this area will be shower and bathroom, and then a little room back here for the laundry, because I don't really need that much space for the washer and dryer. And then above the washer and dryer hung on the wall, that will be where I hang the inverter, the solar inverter, and also my hot water heater. That stuff will be hung right there on the wall, up out of the way, because these walls are pretty tall. I think we have like 8 feet or something right there. So yeah, plenty of room for washer and dryer. And then on the wall above it will be the solar inverter and the hot water heater. Yeah, and that's pretty much about it. Would you stop? Cut it out. Yeah, and then I guess on the generator, I haven't decided 100%. I kind of like the idea of having the generator inside. Obviously there are dangers with that in terms of heat and CO2, but if there's proper ventilation and everything's completely sealed off, I don't see how that would be a problem. Basically, I just want it to be as quiet as possible. I'm already going to get a generator that's pretty low noise, but still, I don't want it to be, I don't really want to hear it myself whenever it's running, and I don't want other people around me to hear it. Don't want it to be a nuisance to me or to anyone around me, so we'll see. The other possibility is I was thinking about building on a little tool shed, storage shed kind of thing over here on this wall. Not quite the full width of the wall, but kind of like just like a small section kind of extending out here a little bit. So that way, because obviously you want room here with the tongue to have, a good turning radius whenever you're turning. The back corner of your car is going to get pretty close to this corner of the wall, so it can't extend the full length of the wall, but it could go in there as well. But then again, my bed will be up here and my couch will be right here. I think if I can just build a completely sealed off space back in here that's really, really well insulated and ventilated, that'll keep things, nice and quiet and cool. And but we'll see. I'll get there when I get there. The next thing I'm going to work on, I'm just going to go ahead and place some little furniture in here to make it look a little more, complete. Go ahead and finish this wall here, and then place my desk in there. I'll place my bed and TV in there, and maybe a little nightstand kind of table thing. Go ahead and place the couch in here and get the kitchen counters done and the refrigerator, and then I'll get the washer and dryer and toilet and shower in here. And then once those things are in there, I will go from there and make a decision about where to put the generator. I also want some tool storage. I'd like to keep my tools on me. So somewhere to put those would be nice too, but we'll see when we get there. Maybe I'll put like a big storage cabinet down on the floor here, and then put the washer and dryer on top of that, and then all my tools could go under there maybe. But we'll see. This is what we got so far. It's coming along pretty well. I like the design. I'm probably going to go with something similar to this kind of bluish exterior, maybe a little darker. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just stain it, because all of the exterior siding is going to be pallet wood. Pretty much everything is going to be pallet wood. And actually, the flooring, the siding, the interior walls, everything is going to be pallet wood. So I was thinking maybe I'll do like a kind of a darker. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't mention was obviously this front wall is going to be where the front door is going to be. And I have right now, since I'm converting from a box trailer, the box trailer that I have on the back has a lift gate, or not a lift gate, but a gate that drops down, folds down, or whatever you want to call it. And so you can, because it's made for a motorcycle or whatever, or motorcycles, so you can drop the gate down and you can roll a motorcycle up into the trailer. So I want to make use of that gate. And what I was thinking is, you see a lot of these builds where they use the gate as like a porch. And I was thinking that would be pretty cool. So I think what I'll do is, I'll either put the gate like right here, and then it can just fold down and act as a porch, or I was thinking maybe I'll put the front door embedded in the gate, and then so probably somewhere right here, because I think the front door maybe will probably pretty much go pretty close to this corner. And if I put the door in the gate, then the whole thing would, I could either have a separate front door and then a separate gate over here, or I could have the gate with the door mounted in it, and then so you can open the door and go through, or you can fold the gate down and have it open. Either way. I might just do them separate, because I got enough space along this wall. I was considering that on the last iteration of the build, because I didn't have that much space, because the axles were like kind of in the middle of the space here, and it was messing everything up. But now that I've moved the axle back, I have this whole wall open here, and there's essentially going to be nothing except the TV will be mounted on this wall with a sound bar. But that's it. There's not going to be anything else on this wall. The couch will be back here, and the kitchen will be in this corner, so this whole wall will be open. So I'll probably just do a regular doorway right here, pretty close to this corner, and then over here somewhere kind of like towards the middle or over towards this step will be the gate, and it'll fold down, and it'll be dual purpose, because it'll fold down. I can use it as a big open space to get the couch and the bed and desk and washer and dryer. I can use it as a kind of utility purpose to get all that stuff in easily instead of coming through the little doorway. And also it'll have some legs on it, so when it folds down, it can just be level with this floor, and it'll just act as a deck. So that'll be pretty cool. But anyways, that's the plans. And I was thinking maybe for the exterior siding, I could do like a bluish color like this. Or I was thinking perhaps I might just not paint it. Might just sand and stain the pallet wood, stain it like a really kind of dark color. And then I'll do like an accent panel around the door, because the door will be like right here. And then so I'll have like a second layer of siding or just like around the door. Might be helpful to show a picture. Door accent panel. Probably not going to find what I'm looking for, but actually I know exactly where I got the idea from. The idea I got from this channel right here. If I can remember the name, history, and it's got to be pretty near in my history here. In the YouTube's history. Yeah, here we go. So let's go with that. And
Color settings.
okay, yep. Nope. We don't need any of that. Mollis, lay down. Lay down. Mollis, lay down. Mollis, lay down. Oh my God, he is not listening to me. All right, right there. So how they have it like blue, and then they have this accent panel here around the door. I really like that. So I might go with this exact kind of color scheme with the dark blue and then the panel here, the accent panel, or the rest of the siding around, instead of blue, I might just stain it like a really dark color and then leave this accent panel around the doorway kind of a lighter color like they have it. Either way, just have some kind of, it breaks the color scheme up a little bit, gives a little, I guess, variety. I don't know what the right word is. It just makes the outside look a little nicer. And the black door, I like that too, so maybe something like that. And then, in my build off to the side over here would be the gate, instead of those big windows. Yeah. And that's pretty much it, I suppose. That's the updates for now. I'm going to get to work because it's almost 7 o'clock. And so I need to get some food and get ready and get out the door and walk the pup and feed the pup and all that good stuff. So I'll come back on lunch. I usually come home for an hour on lunch, and then I'll work a little bit more. And then obviously tomorrow I'll get home and get a little bit of sleep in. And today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Anyways, so yeah, I'll get home tomorrow and I'll have all day to continue working on this. I need to go pick up some pallets tomorrow, and then pretty much the rest of the day we'll be working on this, and then hopefully by Sunday I'll have this finalized and I can actually go ahead and start tearing down the box trailer and getting started on this build. So I will keep you guys posted. Thank you for following along, and everyone over on Patreon, you guys rock my socks, and I will see you next time. Peace out.